billions of dollars are sitting in bank deposits, which are ready to be deployed in a variety of capacities. Investors should be considering ways to optimize these cash allocations. Although nominal rates are higher today, and yes, T-bills are some of the highest yields we've seen in almost a generation, the reality is that we think there's more active approaches which investors can ultimately take, which balances the triumvirate of capital appreciation, capital preservation, as well as liquidity management. All it takes is investors to rationalize exactly what liquidity they need today versus the intermediate future. And in doing so, they can powerfully encompass opportunities we see at the front of the yield curve here at PIMCO. First off, investors should be considering their immediate liquidity needs. We would consider those a tier 1 liquidity allocation. What liquidity is needed over the course of the next few days, maybe the next few weeks? Perhaps trades settling into their accounts. Perhaps it's paying for a short-term obligation in their everyday life. But these should be met with being in basic and traditional money market type of funds or instruments. The second tier of liquidity, which is really meant for more intermediate terms over the next few weeks, the next few months, maybe even the next few quarters, is really focused on those structural opportunities to focus on diversified portfolios of assets, perhaps including high quality corporates, asset-backed securities, as well as securitized product, helps to bring together a high quality portfolio that produces more income than you would traditionally find in a money market fund. But more importantly, the segmentation of cash to that longer term horizon allows investors to really profit and think about ways to monetize that liquidity horizon, which is longer. From that construct, you need to think about the third element of liquidity management, which is that third tier of liquidity. What is the liquidity needs over the next few years? And in doing so, you can earn and focus on the additional term premium slightly out the curve, perhaps over the next 1, 2, or 3 years, that your capital preservation focus might not necessarily be in focus today, but could effectively adopt to over the immediate future. As the Federal Reserve continues to evolve their policy measures, both with regard to growth and also with regard to inflation, longer term, we think these type of evergreen solutions to liquidity management, capital preservation, plus total return provide a formidable landscape for investors to earn more total return than they typically have over longer cycles in money market funds.